on up.
Hey everybody, Lewis here, Rshackbbq and other things. Well, today I am going to be doing a prime rib roast on the Pitboss vertical, but it's really not about the rib roast and how I prepare that, but it's more about that new controller I put on it, see how it does, and then also the fine people over at Inkbird sent me to review a smart wireless barbecue thermometer IBT-4XS. And we're going to unbox this. We're going to set it up on the old interweb Bluetooth on my phone, and we'll see how it does. We're going to stick it in that rib roast, see how accurate it is. We're going to stick the one probe in the Pitboss so we can monitor the temp of the Pitboss as well as into the rib roast. So let's get in unboxing this. Okay, once again, this is the Inkbird IBT-4XS wireless probe thermometer, 4 probes. Got my phone here. Here's the instructions. BBQ Go. That's the app you need to download for your phone. Comes with a warranty. So here's the main sending unit. Let's take this safety cover off. It's got an on-off switch on the back. Let's turn it on. Alright, let's see. Then it comes with 4 probes, 3 meat and 1 pit probe. Let's just take one of these out. Set that out of the way. Let's plug it in. So you can see that there. Plugs in down here. This is magnetic. This table's magnetic or metal, so it's sticking to the table, which is real nice. There we go. See, it registers it right away. Now I got one of the pit probe here already set up. Let's put that in number 2. See what it does. You can see that it bounces between the 2 there. Alright, now let's go to our phone. There we go. Go to my grilling folder. Don't look at how many apps I have. Here it is. Oh wow, look at it, it's already picking up on that, reading what those are set at. We're going to be doing a beef, so here we're going to select beef. You can select what how well you want it done. Let's say rare, set, and there you go, it's set to 120. And I'll read it once it gets there. So let's get our meat on and give this a test. So you saw what I did there with the rib roast. I put that Kerrygold herb and garlic butter over it to coat it. And then I just took pink Himalayan rock salt, ground it up, and I'd probably say a good 2 tablespoons of that, and then 3 tablespoons of coarse black pepper. Mix those up, and then I, coated the rib roast with that. That's going to be our seasoning. All right, let's look at the setup. So what you'll notice is I got my water pan grease catch full, so we'll put that in. And then I have a rack right above it that I actually set this in here to catch any grease like that, and it's above protecting the water pan. And then I have another rack up a little bit, and this is where the rib roast is going to go. And we'll get the probes in it and we'll get her started. Okay, so I've got it set at 325. We're gonna do 325 for a half hour. Then we're gonna kick it down to probably 225, maybe 230. And then we're gonna just let her ride until she hits about, I like about 125 internal. Then we'll pull it and we'll wrap it in foil and we're gonna let it rest for a bit. So we'll let the Pitboss come up and then we'll get our probes in it and see how she does. Stick around. Okay, there we got one of the Inkbird probes, and then we have the Pitboss probe, and then we have the Pit probe there. Let's let this ride and see what it does. Alrighty, we hit our desired temp of 125 with the Inkbird. We're going to take her off. We're going to let her rest for a bit. Our roast. Okay, we're gonna let her rest here for probably 15 minutes. Just kind of sit and we'll get the rest of dinner going. And then I'll come back and tell you what I thought of the Inkbird, the new controller on the Pitboss, and we'll cut into this roast. All right, let's first talk about the digital control center on the Pitboss that I replaced, and how it worked with the Inkbird probe system. Well, kind of had a feeling that digital probe system or the digital control center wasn't reading accurately. It's reading about 100 degrees off. Now, why is that? Well, first of all, I cleaned the probe sensor on the Pitboss, but that didn't seem to help. So I'm wondering if, because I kept the original probe sensor on there, it's not compatible with this controller, even though I wired it in. So I'm gonna have to probably, that's why I ordered that other probe sensor. Probably have to hook that up and see what it does before I give a final verdict on how this control center does. I can tell you that it sits right there. It doesn't, you know, I might move 10 degrees one way or the other, but it's not like the original one that was 50 up to 100 degrees fluctuation. But anyway, I do like this new controller, so I will change out that probe and see if it works. And I kind of had that feeling the first time I used it. The cabinet didn't feel that hot where I was trying to run it. So I was like, I don't know if this is working, but it's not. It's maintaining. I know it's 100 degrees off, so I can still use it that way and be happy. Now, for the Inkbird, I have to say, I'm impressed. This thing, it bred perfectly all the way through the cook. The graphs, the alerts are awesome. The range is awesome. I like the fact that it's an app. Some people don't like that. I do. 4 probes, 3 meat, 1 pit. I love that. I'm gonna actually use this on my big smoker, probably as my main. It's definitely worth it. I think it's like 50 bucks on Amazon. I'll have a link to it. And I really appreciate Inkbird reaching out to me and sending me this. Stay tuned. There might be something coming up about it. Anyway, yeah, nothing bad to say about that Inkbird 4 probe, the IBT4XS. It worked out great. I really liked it, and I'll be using it a lot more. Like I said, it read the meat probe, read the same that the meat probe on the Pitboss read. So those two are working well together. It's just the pit temp, and I'm 99% positive that it's actually the controller and not the Inkbird. But I'll play with Inkbird more and prove that out. But all that's left is getting in there and tasting that rib roast. It's gonna be good. I'll take you with me. All right, as promised, I'm gonna sample this delicious looking rib roast. Oh man, that is so good. Perfectly done. Yeah, let's try some of this bark. Yeah, definitely salty. That Himalayan pink salt really comes through on there. But it is delicious. So, you saw how I did that. Put it in the smoker at 350. I let it go for an hour at that. I said a half hour, but I went ahead and let it go an hour. And then I kicked it down to 250 and let it ride till it hit 125. I actually set it to 130 because that's where medium rare was on the Inkbird, and I let it go until the alarm went off, and this is what we got. I let it rest over here for about 15 minutes while we're getting everything else going, and it came out perfect. Like I said, I really like the Inkbird. I really like that Pitboss vertical smoker. You know, it's a great cook. Well, anyhow, as I always say, thank you for watching. You can do this too. It's not that hard. Till next time, my friends, grill on.